Your passion, your growth equals your personal satisfaction. What does obsession have to do when it falls into the mix of this trait that you have? What is obsession and why do you have it? Obsession is actually a trait. It's the things you feel that you must do no matter what. You have an obsessed nature about doing this thing or having this thing, whichever one it is. But your identity is a huge part of your life. It says who you are and who you stand for. So if you are so with an obsession, you're so focused on what your obsession is, what part of your growth pattern, of your passion, of your personal satisfaction is getting in the way? Or maybe it's stopping you. Or maybe, just maybe, somewhere along the line, you got a little bit sidetracked, right? This happens to a lot of people. You are not alone in this respect. So, with an obsession, you need feedback. Everyone who has an obsession needs some kind of feedback. And what is most wanted, as you can guess, is a positive feedback on what's being done, on what's happening, on what their part is. And they always talk about what they're doing about themselves. That is part of the obsession. It's getting recognition, a huge part of that. So as you're going through your day and as you're going through what you're doing, ask yourself, do I have an obsession? And what is it? So when you know what your obsession is, and maybe you can just refocus that obsession to maybe having a passion. And when you have passion plus growth, you're going to get personal satisfaction, which is actually much more rewarding than an obsession. Because, as you know, your identity is a huge part of your life. Yeah. So as you are studying your identity, looking at what you do, who you are, and what you stand for, always use the I in all of your passion and obsessions you have. By using the I, you are going internal. The I is actually a part of you, your inside, and who you are. If you say, I am doing this and I am doing it great, or I am seeing success, I can do this, you're using the I. And this is really important. So when you have attachment, let's talk a minute here about the attachment that you are creating that will bring it all together. When you have an attachment, not just to yourself and what you are creating and what you're doing, but when you have an attachment to the outcome, to what you're going to do, you will see the work done. You will see it. And this will be a part of the ambition that you have to see the end result. So one thing I can tell you that is really important, and you can take this to heart or not, I suggest to heart, is believe it is possible. You have an ambition to create your business, to create your lifestyle. You have an ambition to be the best you can be, right? So honor the struggle. There is struggle when you are starting anything you're doing. And when you're starting a home business, there are struggles. And it is not going to be all peaches and cream and all hunky-dory and all of everything coming together all at once. It doesn't work that way. You have to apply yourself, and you have to have passion, and you have to have growth. If you don't see yourself growing forward, you're not going to have the personal satisfaction of saying, I did that. I am thriving. I am striving to be the best me I can be. That is always my goal. Always. One of my biggest goals, and this will probably be my goal until the day that I pass away, will be, I always strive to be the best me I can be every day. In everything I do, I strive to be the best me I can be. So as you're going through your routines, as you're going through your goals, and maybe you have the goals that you're set there and you're like, you're rocking it. You're just getting them knocked off one after another and you're seeing success. Then you understand exactly what passion plus growth equals personal satisfaction. Then you understand this saga. You understand what this means. But if you're not, by any chance, if you're not seeing that success that we're seeing that gives us the drive, you're going to have criticism. You're going to have people that are going to comment on, oh, you're doing that again. Oh my gosh, that's so crazy. Why it makes you think you can do that? Blah, 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 blah. That's fine. You need that. Never, ever be afraid to fail. Every time you fail, you will get that much closer to success. If you're afraid to fail, then you're afraid to get started. That is a hang up that happens all the time. For most people, now I'm saying most people because there's thousands of people out there with the same thing, is when you're afraid of failure, you are afraid to take the first step. You are afraid to launch it. You're afraid to move forward. You're afraid to do it because you're afraid you're going to fail. Don't be afraid to fail. Once you're not afraid to fail, then you're not afraid to take action. Then you're not afraid to launch. You're not afraid that you're going to lose it all. You're not worried about what anybody else says about you. If somebody says, wow, you did a great job. I seen that sales funnel you put out and it was fantastic. Or that video you put out there on YouTube, that was rocking it. That was so inspirational. That was so full of data, so full of information. That is huge to you because your ego is going to take that and just grab it. So, but your ego will also take you down a really bad path. And you got to be careful what you're doing, what you're saying, what you're feeling, because your identity is a huge part of who you are. Your identity is a huge part of what you say and how you act. Don't be afraid to fail. Don't be afraid to have passion to grow. And definitely don't be afraid of personal satisfaction. Because when you achieve something, really achieve something, and you don't talk yourself up about it, you don't go around telling everybody, look what I did, see this, see that. That's not what I'm talking about. That's gloating, and that you don't ever want to be that person that goes around and just, oh, I did that, I did that, I did that back then, I did that back in the day. It doesn't matter. That's not the person you want to be. You want to be the person that people recognize and notice what you're doing and the value you're giving to the marketplace. You want to be that person that can say, I strive to be the best me I can be. And that means passion, growth equals personal satisfaction. It will all come out to your benefit, to where you are giving the best value to the marketplace. And not just that, that means you are growing your business and you are growing your lifestyle. It's all a faction. It's all a matter of what you do, how you see yourself, and how you grow. That's what it's all about. Don't be that person that says, look at me, look at me, look at me, and starts talking about themselves constantly. Nobody wants to hear that. You're liable to get more negative, and people are going to say more bad things, probably behind your back, to be honest with you. And you don't want that. You don't want that floating around, because then nobody wants to be around you, right? When nobody wants to be around you, then what good is that if you're trying to grow and trying to be the best you can be out there? So take a look at what you're doing. Take a look at your growth patterns. Take a look at your passion. And what is your obsession? And what is it saying about you? And be prepared to receive not just the glory, but the criticism with that. It comes with good and bad. And if you can take criticism without getting really emotional or, taking it as, oh, I'm not doing that again, then you're going to make it, and you're going to see yourself flourish, and you're going to see yourself move forward more and more and more. I know this was a harsh one, right? But you know what? Sometimes it just has to be said to help as many people as we can. So if you know anyone out there that is having struggles with this, that is having a problem with not taking the steps, with being obsessed to do something and just letting it eat them up, but not taking the criticism and not taking the glory with that obsession. But when you can do your identity of who you are, you can have a session, you can have passion, you can have growth, and you can have success. Because to be honest with you, that is the easiest way to get the successful lifestyle that you're looking to get, is to have all of these things in your arsenal. We're going to call it an arsenal because they're all tools. And the more tools you have that will help your business grow, will help you grow, the better off you're going to be. And the more you grow, the more your lifestyle grows. So definitely take a listen to this. And you know what? If there's anyone out there that needs any of this, please pass this on. Let's help as many people as we can. That is our goal. So definitely, sorry, I'm having a throat thing today. Please subscribe to our channel here on YouTube. It's down here at the bottom, and ring that bell so you can get notifications on everything we put out. Okay, guys, I have a training up here for you. Take a look, get in there, and you know what? Get started most of all. Get started. Be who you can be. Be the best you ever, okay? Because it is important that you take the lead. Best you ever. Okay. So as you're doing this and as you're going through these steps like we were just talking about, have your passion, have your growth. Passion plus growth equals personal satisfaction. And if you have to, watch this video again, because it is important and it goes through some really, really good gold nuggets there that will help a lot of people. And pass this on to as many people as you know need this help, because there's no way it's going to just stop in midstream. If you're not moving forward, if you don't have passion and growth, you're not going to get where you want to go. And that is not the goal for anyone to see out there. So I suggest you just keep going and use your passion, use your growth, and use your I. And when you use them together, they will spell success in whatever you're trying to do, whatever you will do. Okay, guys, thank you so much for joining today. And again, subscribe to our channel here on YouTube and be prepared. We've got some more coming out. Be prepared for the next episode. Okay, I will chat with you later, and maybe later my throat's going away. Okay, bye-bye.